तो चलिए अब विस्तार से खबरें आपको दिखा देते हैं। इस समय आरबीआई गवर्नर की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है, सीधे चलते हैं और सुन लेते हैं कि ब्याज दरों पर क्या कहना है शक्तिकांत दास का।
Rationale for maintaining status quo on the policy rate and the stance. Noting that the economic activity is broadly evolving in line with its assessment in October, the MPC was of the view that the sharp and sustained reduction in new COVID-19 infections and the rise in vaccination coverage are contributing to consumer confidence and business optimism. The prospects of economic activity are steadily improving, including for contact-intensive services that were hit hard by the pandemic. The MPC noted the supply-side measures taken by the government to contain food prices as also calibrated reductions in central excise duties and state VAT on petrol and diesel. Crude oil prices have also softened since end November. These would alleviate to an extent the domestic cost push build-up. The recovery of aggregate demand hinges on private investment, which is still lagging. The MPC regarded the accentuation of headwinds emanating from global developments as the main risk to domestic outlook, which is now somewhat clouded by the Omicron variant of the COVID-19. Moreover, given the slack in the economy and the ongoing catching up of activity, especially of private consumption, which is still below its pre-pandemic levels, continued policy support is warranted for a durable and broad-based recovery. Against this backdrop, the MPC decided to retain the prevailing repo rate at 4% and continue with the accommodative stance. I would now like to elaborate on our assessment of growth and inflation. I would like to first focus on growth. The NSO's release on 30th November confirmed that the recovery of Indian economy is gaining traction, with real GDP growth at 8.4% year-on-year for Q2 21-22 and subsequent to 20.1% in the preceding quarter, that is in Q1 of this year. All components of GDP registered year-on-year growth, with exports and imports strongly surpassing their pre-COVID levels. Incoming information indicates that consumption demand has been improving, with pent-up demand getting reinforced by the festive season demand. Rural demand is exhibiting resilience and farm employment is picking up with robust performance of agriculture and allied activities, supported by a strong start to Rabi sowing, continuing direct transfers under Prime Minister Kisan scheme and extension of the free food grain under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana till March 22. Urban demand has also shown signs of strengthening, with spending on travel and tourism surging in the last few months. Other indicators like railway freight traffic, port cargo, GST receipts, toll collections, petroleum consumption and air passenger traffic have also picked up in October-November. The recent reductions in excise duty and state VAT on petrol and diesel should support consumption demand by increasing purchasing power. Government consumption is also picking up from August, providing support to aggregate demand. Enabling conditions for revival of investment activity are also falling into place. The production of capital goods remained above the pre-pandemic level for the third month in a row during September, while imports of capital
एबीपी न्यूज आपको रखे आगे।